Hello, Shaun Attwood here, London-based YouTuber specialising in true crime videos. The True Crime Podcast now, almost over 70 episodes. Just started the True Crime Skype. All this content coming out on the channel. We're hoping to expand it into 2020. Now, a way of expanding it, in addition to everything else that we're putting out there, my friend James, the cameraman, Underground Films, he recently came with me to the Isle of Man, where my first podcast guest, Jamie Morgan Kane, first podcast, 34 years in California prison, over 1 million views, his combined clips, about 10 million views right now. He has been the most viewed and perhaps the most controversial character on the channel so far. Well, Jamie was born in the Isle of Man. He didn't realise this until he was in prison. He'd been sold to a wealthy American family, and he'd never been back to the Isle of Man. So we took him back to the Isle of Man, and he spoke in the prison there. So James has produced a 1.5 hour documentary on the trip to the Isle of Man. Now, to pay a cameraman to come out to the Isle of Man for 3 days would be rather expensive. So James said he would do it for free, provided he could put it on Vimeo and charge a little bit to recoup his costs of coming out and doing it for free. So if you do want to support this format, this is a complete and utter experiment. It's not taking away from anything else that I'm putting out there on YouTube. James has said if this works, if he can recover his costs, he'll be glad to travel around the country, spending time with my podcast guests, Wildman, David McMillan, etc., and put those videos out there on Vimeo and just try and charge a small amount to recover his costs. So if you guys are for this, the link to the video on Vimeo is in the description box below this video. It's £1.49 to rent it for 24 hours. It's £3.49 if you want to buy it permanently. Just a small amount of money, like I said, to help James recover his costs. And if he does, he'll be doing many more. Now, the other thing is, like I said, Jamie Morgan Kane, the most viewed, perhaps the most controversial. Some people are still not hip to the fact that I took all of Jamie Morgan Kane's paperwork and all of his stuff to verify his story. His publishing company, Random House, hundreds and hundreds of pages were submitted to Random House. And they did verify his story. He was born on the Isle of Man. You're not going to get deported back to this country if it's not genuine. He was not born in Arizona. And all the other paperwork was submitted. Nothing was forged at all, including his military paperwork. They didn't come back and say it was forged. So, for those of you out there who are on the side of hating Jamie Morgan Kane, because there was a hate group against him that got me hacked and doxxed, and it ended up in a legal situation. A whole crime wave was set about against me, with people calling my speaking venues, trying to get my gigs cancelled, that kinds of stuff. My home address, phone number, bank details were all put online, all because I had a podcast guest that these people didn't like. So if you don't like Jamie Morgan Kane, that's entirely your prerogative. But if you're on my channel and you're supporting what we're doing, there is a video in the description box below this, results of the Jamie Morgan Kane investigation. I suggest you click down and watch that before you put any nasty comments on the video below this. And if you do put any nasty comments on the video below this, the moderators will hopefully take them down. So that's where we're at with Jamie Morgan Kane. We've got this brand new content. It's Jamie speaking in the prison on the Isle of Man. It's me and Jamie just having some general chit chat about Prince Andrew, California prison gangs, stuff like that. There's about 1.5 hours of content down there on Vimeo. Link in the description box below this. Like I said, £1.49, approximately $2 to rent it, £3.49, just under $5 to buy it permanently. So if this works out, we'll do much more. If this is the kind of thing that you would like to see, in addition to all of the free content, and this is not cutting into the free content at all, please leave me your thoughts in the comments below this. If you do rent it and watch it and enjoy it, please let me know as well. Cheers from London. Take care out there.